So the other weekend we were out and somebody asked me a pretty good question. What do you carry in your bag? Well, I had to tell them sometimes I don't always carry a bag. Sometimes I have my pockets full of stuff and I choose to just run like that with a radio and a truck, maybe an extra battery or some tools, snack, water, whatever. But normally I try to run with a pack. So here's one. Had this one a few years, used it for several things, including trail running, basic pack, a couple of pouches. There's actually a spot for a hydration bladder in there. Like I said, I run a lot of times with just a few things in my pockets if it's a short run. But this has been my favorite pack. I got this last Christmas. It's a real simple satchel. Lots of pockets and lots of stuff in it. I don't think it's so much important what bag you carry, but that you carry stuff with you on the trail, especially if you're going to be out for an extended amount of time. So I will come right back and start dissecting this thing and showing you what's in it. So I have the bag open. Notice there's something missing. One of the primary things I carry while out walking, trailing, hunting, whatever I'm doing, is hydration. Usually carry considerable amount of water in the truck, in my vehicle, as well as on my person. Normally I'll have some type of drink with electrolytes. Vitamin B is a good thing to have in your body, especially when you're extremely thirsty. But for every energy drink or Gatorade style hydration you have, you should have plenty of water to go with it. Normally I keep one bottle, probably about a liter and a half if I can, depending on how hot it is. And I also carry some snacks. Good snack, jerky. My son actually got me into eating these every now and then, but they're a great carry-along because they're sealed. They have their own cap. You can actually eat a little bit and put it back, and it's wet, so it's good in your mouth. But also, my favorite, trail mix. Some nuts, some dried fruit, some cereal, maybe a little bit of candy. I don't know if you can see that in there. Some little bit of chocolate in there. So that's usually number one of what I carry with me when I go trailing or walking or whatever. Sometimes there's some different stuff, but I'll come right back with some other stuff that we have. All right. Second, tools, parts, spares. I keep a small array of stuff, and all of it fits in this little nylon pouch. I think I got it with a Black & Decker rotary tool or something. I never used it for the tool. I always used it for this stuff. Not only that, but I have some of this shelf liner. Good thing to work on. It's actually kind of tacky, so when you rest stuff on it, it actually doesn't move too easily. Not a lot of flat, clean surfaces out on the trail, so it's good to have something you can lay down if you need to work on some parts. Other thing, this is a small magnetic tray, and in it you see I have the bits for this driver, a couple of bearings, some hardware, spacers. In this little sealed up container I have pins, bearings, spacers. Not sure all what's in there. Oh, I've got a lot of stuff in there. A lot of stuff in little bags, some extra plastic parts, which honestly, neither of my trucks run plastic anymore. But I keep them, well, for my son's truck or for anybody else that has a problem on the trail. Other basic tools, some wire cutters, pliers, multi-tool. Let's see, these would be metric and standard Allens. Some lube. Never forget the lube. You never know when you're going to need it. The plastic bag is actually what I set this stuff in. And aside from that, that's about all the tools. Aside from... no, I think that's it. Come back with more stuff that we carry. Okay. And yet some more stuff. Important stuff if you're out on the trail for an extended amount of time. Illumination. I have a flashlight and a headlamp. They are both AAA powered. So I have a bag of batteries to go with those. Self-care. Let's see here. Tactical spork. You never know when you're going to need that. Some fire and some chapstick, lip balm, I guess you would call it. Pain relief. First aid kit. There's a lot of scrapes and bruises that happen on the trail. That is a really good thing to have. Plastic bags. These Ziploc bags will save your cell phone. Will save your cell phone. Just remember that they're there. You can actually operate your cell phone through these bags. I'm not sure how well most microphones work through them, but if you put it in the plastic bag, it's better to fall in a creek or a mud puddle with your phone in the bag rather than the phone in your hand or in your pocket or just falling in the mud. And then I have a temperature gauge and my lipo tester. Very important things if you're running lipos to have that. Sometimes you kind of get out of hand with your driving, and we've all done it where we've taken it to the bottom of the battery and the ESC is not cut off. It's good to have that to give it a sporadic check here and there. That is just in case you catch a bind or something, motor's getting warm, ESC is getting warm. Heaven forbid your lipo is getting warm. You can actually test and see if things are running the way they're supposed to be. So there's yet another bit of stuff I'm carrying in my bag, and I will be back in a sec with even more stuff. Alright, final bit of items I carry. Some protective clothing or coverings. Wind, sun, rain. There's something that always pops up. Cold air. It's best to have something that you can kind of retreat to keep your trail time going. A lot of us don't like to stop and just keep on going no matter what. We forget that our rigs are sometimes built beyond our capabilities. So trying to keep up with them, you got to carry a few things to keep up with those well-built rigs. Other things, tow straps, wheel wrench. That's a big one. A lot of times people don't know you have one. It's good to carry it in the open when they say, oh, I have something loose. Hey, can I borrow your wheel wrench? Other good points to have about your pouch are some extra pouches. Or excuse me, extra pockets on your pouches. See, this thing has zippers galore and buckles and buttons and all kinds of stuff. There are places here that I just found while I was going through the bag. This is an excellent little spot for a 2200 milliamp 3S LiPo. There's all kinds of places to carry things, and it gets to the point where you almost carry too much stuff. But it's one of those things where it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Kind of think about that. On your trail time, when you're out there, what do you need? What do you not need? What have other people needed in that time that you've been out there? So I'm going to end it here. It's dinner time. I heard my son hollering for me. I will come back later with some more videos on God knows what. And hopefully you're finding this entertaining. If not, let me know what I can do or anything I could point out. Or just tell me to shut up. I will talk to you later.